Arise.
Hello, beautiful viewers of Abakwa Television. Good morning and welcome to yet another edition of the show Arise and Shine. Remember, it's that show where we engage you viewers in real-time discussions on current events, lifestyle topics, and the societal ills. On the show, you get motivated, you get educated in our learning lab, you get to know more about fashion and style. Most of all, you get to know all that's trending on Kongosa. I am your host, Menyam Sibol. We'll be right back.
Arise.
Beautiful viewers of Abakwa Television and of the show Arise and Shine, welcome back. Before we ride on, here is what we are going to be discussing on this edition of the show. It says, do different parenting styles contribute to societal problems? Do different parenting styles contribute to the problems we have in society? The number is on your screen. The comment section is open for those of you watching on Facebook, on YouTube. Kindly share, kindly like, and of course, give us those comments of yours. Just so you know, today promises to be a good day because we have a lot in store for you. Now, to get ourselves motivated, we have the spoken word, except for you, which says light never dies. So stay motivated with this.
In 1935, during the Great Depression, arguably one of the darkest moments in history, hidden behind the rubble of painful memories, during a time where hope felt like nothing more than a figment of the imagination, in the bathroom of historic Clifton's cafeteria, there lied what's known as the light that never dies. And in 2012, 77 years later, a small neon lamp, still burning, still bright, still doing what it was created to do. Somehow, unaffected by the sight of depression and disaster, the light never died. And this is not the only light that has stayed alive for longer than imagined. There is another light that has been burning before the foundation of the world had been laid. This light is a light that pierces through the darkness, paving a golden path wherever it travels for the gospel to be unraveled. From the small town church in Louisville, Kentucky, to the trading room on Delisle Street, to the stay-at-home mom raising her crew of two, to the small child living on the streets of Lesotho desperately searching for food. I think about Angasa in rural Asia, who lost both her father and her mother within the span of 2 years. How do you comfort a child when in the blink of a moment what was once good is now gone and there is no control over the outcome of her life? See, this is the very moment in Angasa's journey where the light fights to make its presence known, and with boldness, like Ezekiel, resuscitating her dead soul in dry bones that were gasping for light, and like an inhaler, breathing life back into all that was barren, because the light never dies. I think of 13-year-old Poco, born to the king of an African village where idols earned their worship, held captive by the lie of a God who was insufficient, until a day her spirit was awakened to the word made alive. And because of that four-letter word, hope, strung through the lumens of his light, it was only a matter of time before Poco, her father, and the entire village were emancipated from the darkness that thought it would win, because the light never dies. And these are stories of only a fraction of the 2 billion children who have experienced God's word through One Hope. And it doesn't end here. Together, we can share the light of the gospel with the next generation. See, this light was passed down like a baton in a relay race after Jesus' final breath. This was the beginning of the greatest plot twist in humanity, as this light was not only emitted into our bodies, it compelled us to share it with other bodies, with everybody, with little bodies in this dim world. See, this is the practical and the prophetic, where God's word collides through the DNA of you and I, flowing into the apple of his eye, because hope knows no boundaries or barricades. It beckons to be known by the heart of humanity with no strings attached. It outlives generations and hangs onto legacy, reverberating throughout all of eternity. See, we are to be like a tree that catches fire and ignites the surrounding vegetation until the entire forest is engulfed in flames, illuminating the Father, as bright as the beacon of hope. For it may become the light unto a path a child has never seen or known, hope where they have never known hope, joy where sadness has been their banner, and faith where doubt has ruled and reigned. May we stay faithful to the calling, because after all, it is true, the light never dies.
Right, welcome back. If you are seated there with someone watching along, can you turn and tell them you are light and light never dies? Of course, to all of you watching us online, there is one thing you should help us do. If you do not mind, share the link, share it to everyone who can watch along with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, let us get health tips. Let's look at how important it is for you to visit the toilet more often and release out that feces. So stay tuned.
This toilet here, how many times a week are you using it? If you are not using the toilet once or twice a day, we need to talk. Come, let's sit down first. A new study by scientists at the Institute of System Biology is saying that your poo schedule can be saying a lot about your overall health. They studied 1,400 healthy adults, not just what goes into their mouth, but what comes out of their body. They checked their blood, their gut bacteria, their lifestyle, everything. And they discovered something wow. There's a Goldilocks zone for poo. Not too much and not too little. It has to be just right, which is 1 or 2 times a day. Pooing once in a while is not normal, Damilola. And going to the toilet when your ancestors release your intestine is not acceptable, Femi. If you are going less than 3 times a week, your body might be hoarding toxins that can damage your kidney. But if you are going too much, like 3-4 times in a day, your liver might be crying due to inflammation. That is just too much. So no, it's not just you eat and you go. Your toilet routine is a full-on health indicator. From your microbiomes to your metabolism and even your mental health, everything is linked. You want to poo like a pro, eat more fiber. Damilola, bread and indomie is not food though. And drink more water. Femi, not Coke and energy drink. And you better drop that beer. Try and move your body more. It helps with your digestion, even if it's dancing in the shower. Next time you have a smooth, satisfying poo, thank your God. But if you have not gone in 3 days, that is not God's timing, no. That is a medical concern. And if you are like me, too much information by the way, so close your ears. Since I was in secondary school, I've always done what I call and bath. I have my money dump and I have my bath. And it has been constantly like that over the years. If I don't take a morning dump, then I know I'm constipated. Because in this life, if you are not regular with your pooing, you might be sitting on a pile of silent troubles. Tag someone that brags about not pooing every day. Let them know that your doctor says that it is not cute. It is a warning. Wishing you a stress-free daily poo. Now you know. You see this toilet here? How many times a week are you?
Arise.
Welcome back, beautiful viewers. Now you know how to or how frequently you should visit the toilet and how important it is, right? Now, moving forward, let's get straight to fashion and style. What do we have for you today? You'll find out.
What else?
Looking put together isn't about designer pieces or having the perfect life. It's about being intentional. Here's how to always look put together, mint edition. First things first, grooming. Well-groomed skin, fresh breath, and clean nails speak before you do. You're a man, so you don't need a full routine, just consistency. Keep a 5-minute daily routine. Cleanse, moisturize, lip balm, trim or shape your facial hair. These 4 things are subtle but powerful. Okay, next. Master your uniform. Every man should have 2 to 3 reliable outfits that never miss. A crisp white tee with tailored trousers, maybe a crew neck with loafers, or a button-down with clean denim. Stick to neutral colors and refined fits. When your clothes fit properly, they instantly look more expensive, even if they're not. Okay, here are the details that make the man. Accessories are just quiet proof that you care. A good watch, a belt that matches the shoes, and clean footwear elevate the simplest of outfits. Keep your accessories minimal and intentional. Quality over quantity always wins. Next, scent is your strategy. Your fragrance is your silent signature. Choose a fragrance that lingers softly but leaves an impression. Pro tip, invest in one versatile cologne with warm, woody, or fresh notes. Apply lightly because less is more. Looking put together is not about status, it's about self-respect. When you present yourself with care, the world treats you accordingly. Bye for now. Toodles.
What else?
Welcome back, beautiful viewers. Talking about fashion and style, you have had that tip and now you are educated. There is a fashionable personality seated here in the learning lab. Now, welcome. She's here and I love how she's looking this morning and I feel proud because, teaching you and teaching her, it's a big deal. She looks good. Good morning, Mrs. Shanila Williams.
I'm flying right now.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sibel.
Thank you. I say look good.
Tell
You
me.
just look very simple, blended, like the blend of the colors on you. Come on, it's giving.
Simple is the way. Some people think
Yeah.
that to be fashionable, you have to be very complicated.
Yeah.
But that's not always it.
Mhm.
Sometimes simple is the way.
Simple is the way.
Yeah.
We just learned that. You're welcome
Thank you,
once again
Sibel.
to the show Rise and Shine.
Thank you, Sibel.
Guys, notebooks and pens should be ready now because when she comes, we are in the classroom. So let's get on with it. What are you teaching us today?
Let me greet my viewers.
Of
first,
course,
very
I'm
important.
sorry. Guys, I'm sorry.
Hello, my people.
Mhm.
Hope you all are doing well today.
Yes.
I hope you guys slept very well and you're energetic enough this morning.
Yes.
And I hope you are arising and you are shining.
We'll copy that.
All right, so Sibel, today I want to assume, and
Yeah.
I'm very sure because I trust our viewers,
Viewers.
that with respect to everything we have been mounting all throughout all these days,
Mhm.
some of us are already at that position where we have identified our career goals
Yeah.
and we are putting a lot of things in place to launch with those things.
Mhm.
Now, it's either you have chosen financial freedom or you have chosen
Financial stagnation. I don't know what I'm saying.
no,
Yeah.
not financial stagnation. We have chosen the line of purpose. Whatever we
Okay.
remember, we established that somebody will prefer to start with in financial freedom
Mhm.
and then invest now into their line of purpose.
Mhm.
Or another person will decide to stick to purpose. All the two work depending on what on how strong your mind is about
Yeah.
whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
So I want to assume that you're at that position where you've said, all right, this is what I'm going to do now. This is what I want to do.
Mhm.
So now let's look a little bit into how to get into the job market or how to prepare for the job market.
All right.
I know a lot of us, when we are done with school, that's the next challenge we face
Mhm.
because I'm going to say it as it is. Our educational system doesn't really prepare us for the job market.
All right.
They give us the information we need.
Yeah.
Yes, they help us for internship, but
Theory.
there is this aspect of education which is lacking in our system, and is that one where they help people to actually prepare for the job market. For example, many people don't even know how to write a CV, but they are probably very qualified, but just because of what their CV looks like, they are not even able to get a job because it counts.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to go again through our 5 today, and we are going to look at 5 major steps to take to prepare you for the job market.
Interesting.
Now we are going to start with the first one, and I think we've been talking about it a lot, and that's skill building.
Skill building.
Yes. So the first thing you need to do is to build your skills. At this level, you're not just building any skill, but the first thing you need to identify are the industry trends. What are the trends in the industry in which you are? What are the things that sell more in that industry where you are focused? At what level is the industry upgraded to? You need to find out those things and then build yourself up to that level where the market where you're relevant in the market. So you have to start first of all by checking this industry I'm getting into. Let's say, for example, you're an accountant and you're getting into the accounting, the finance industry, for example. You need to start looking what are the softwares that are most commonly used by accountants nowadays. You need to look how much of the computer do you know? How much of the computer mastery do you have?
Yeah.
What's the level of your soft skills? I think soft skills now are becoming the number 1 criteria for most jobs because everything has to do with soft skills. So that's one of the skills you must develop if you have to get into the job market nowadays. You must develop your soft skills.
Yeah.
So when you're looking into those industry trends, it helps you to be able to see where you have skill gaps, and then you are able to build those skill gaps. All right, let's say you've gone through the industry trends now, and now you know that, okay, this is what I have to build, this is what I have to build, this is what I have to build, and you have built them. The next thing that you need to do now is to work on your portfolio.
All right.
Now, I had a session a couple of days back with some young people, and I was talking about how they treat their social media handles, for example.
Okay.
Your social media handles, I'm starting with that though, they need to carry the kind of personality that you want to attract. So you don't see somebody who wants to be an accountant, for example, and your social media, your Facebook profile picture, for example, is showing you in tennis and one hot pant, and you're doing this. You're out of place completely.
Right.
And let's be very honest. Anybody who is actually looking for a serious person, you take it like it's very light, but it matters.
It matters.
Your profile picture should be able to identify your personality per the kind of person or the kind of career you are pursuing.
Yeah.
If you're a journalist, your profile picture should probably carry a picture where you're holding a mic, you're maybe emceeing an event, you're in the mood of what you actually do. People take you serious from there. We go down to the about. Every social media handle has the about. You go there, most people's abouts are empty. They don't know that those are the things that people look at.
Yeah.
So first of all, your profile picture is a strong personality. It strikes people bam. The next thing is that people are going to ask the question, who are you? So your next thing now is that you need to put an about statement that categorizes you in a way that when somebody looks at you, the person can tell who Sibel is, for example.
Yeah.
So these are the small things that we miss out a lot. Secondly, if you go into them, if you continue further, you're going to see places where they put work experience. You have to feel those things. For this period to this period, I did this. These are the things I did under this. For this period to this period, this is where I work. This is what I did. For this period to this period. And then you have to put down every detail.
Yeah.
It's very important. Some people rush over them because they think they are not important, but they are very, very important.
Okay.
Now, let's go back first to the CV. I was talking already earlier about building a strong curriculum vitae, because that is, first of all, what sells you. So your portfolio at the level of your CV must be strong. And CVs are supposed to be flexible. I see somebody who has one CV and you post for every job everywhere. You are not right. Now, based on the kind of position you are applying for, you have to lay more emphasis on the skills that you have with respect to that particular position you are applying for at that particular point in time.
Great.
Because that is what the employer is looking for.
Great.
Right?
Yes.
So your CV has to be in a way that you update it to suit the people that you are applying to. So you must always customize your CV to suit the kind of application that you are putting down. Next thing is that you must study the company that you are about to send that CV to. Most people are just so in a hurry to pass their CVs that they don't take time to study who they are actually sending the CVs to. If you see a call, for example, UN Women are looking for project officers. You need to go to the UN Women website, find out what they do, how they do what they do. Those are the things that build your presence and that build your portfolio to be able to apply for that job. Now, when you already know what they do, when you get back to your CV, you know the things to highlight on the CV that you know can pull their attention.
Okay.
The next thing I want to, I'm selling LinkedIn for free, but I'm helping you as well. If you are a serious job seeker and you don't have a LinkedIn account, you're almost a joke. The truth is that as at now, LinkedIn is the most professional app. It is the highest place where job seekers meet with employers. That's the highest place where you can meet with like minds and everything. So get a LinkedIn account, fill your details to the latter. Update every activity you have, every work experience you have on it, because that is where you could have a very strong personality and you could get a lot of people. I always share my experience with people that for a long time, when I didn't know about LinkedIn, I thought at one point that jobs were actually scarce. But the first day I created my LinkedIn account and I filled everything that I had to fill in it, trust me, in the space of 24 hours, no jokes, I had 23 job offers.
Wow.
23. I'm not saying that the jobs are just lying for you to pick, and that's why I'm talking about portfolio management and all other things. But I'm saying that there are jobs.
There are.
Okay. The thing is, you don't know where to look. You don't know how to package yourself. And you don't know where to present yourself. So I'm giving you advice for free. Get a LinkedIn account.
Get it.
Follow it up.
Put
Put your profile in order. Connect with like minds. It's going to help you to build. So that's 3. We have spoken about portfolio building. No, that's 2, right?
That's 2, yeah.
Because we started with checking the industry trends. Now we are talking about building your portfolio, and which is a very important aspect. I'm emphasizing so much on it because I know how important it is in the job market. The third thing you need to do is networking. We've been speaking about networking over and over, and like I said, during our last episode, I said that if you look into everything we've been discussing so far, a lot of things keep repeating to lay emphasis on how those things are important. So you must network, attend forums, attend seminars, attend a lot of things which can help you to meet like minds, to meet potential employers, to meet people who can help you out to seek the jobs that you are looking for. You need to network with a lot of people. You need to open your network to get as many people into it as possible who can protrude you into what you want to do or into what you want to be. So you who is looking for a job out there, or you who is trying to build something for yourself, this question goes to you. How many people that are in the same industry with you do you actually network with? How many people do you communicate with? How many seminars do you attend? How many trainings do you go for? How many meetings do you attend? Those are the places where you meet potential employers. So if you're not going to those places, I think that you're already missing out on a lot which you need. So networking, like I said, is a very important part of the job market that you are in, or the job market that you are about to get into. Now, I'm going to continue number 4, and it's going to come back to almost the same thing like what we're discussing in number 2. So we are still going to go back to your profiling. And at this level, I'm going to talk more about practicing interviews. You know, interviews should be practiced. A lot of people think that an interview is something you just go and sit and any question they throw at you, you babble and look for words. But no, you have to practice it. And the first thing you need to practice is your first appearance and presence.
First
Do you know that
appearance
there are
and presence.
colors that you should wear to an interview, for example? This is an
Wow.
assignment I'm giving you guys. I'll not give you this one. There are colors you don't wear for an interview, and there are colors you wear for an interview. There is a presence that particular colors attract in the place of interviews. But a lot of people don't know. You just get up, you're about to go for an interview, pick one yellow and wear. No matter how decent it looks, there are some colors that call personality.
Okay.
So you need to prepare for interviews. First of all, make sure that you understand how you're supposed to appear for an interview.
Okay.
Secondly, you need to master your first lines. In every interview, basically, the first question is tell me about yourself. And I've seen a lot of people fumble with that. You ask someone, tell me about yourself, and the person starts telling you, I'm a Cameroonian, I am 28 years old,
Okay.
I went to school in this. That's not what they're asking. That's not what they want to know. Another way of asking that question actually is, what can you do? It's as simple as that.
Wow.
And that's where you sell yourself. You summarize yourself in maybe 3 to 5 minutes and you are done. They are not asking you to talk too much. You're going straight to the point, but you're selling yourself, which means that it's like your cover page. You have to master it. Script it out, master it. Script it out, master it until you know it. But the only thing is that don't lie. I'm not saying you should go and fake something to go and tell people. Actually write who you are that you can defend. But it should be brief enough to sell the entirety of who you are.
Yes.
So you need to script out your about. So it goes back even to Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and all the other social media handles. It's still coming back to that about page because it's supposed to be strong and give you a personality before whoever is looking at you or whoever is listening to you. You must master it. There are if you go online, you Google frequently asked questions during interviews, they will give you some of those questions. You need to look for answers to those questions. Memorize them so that you are not taken unawares in the place of interview. You should know your worth and know how much, if they ask you want to be paid, you say it without shaking and without blabbing. I've seen many people, when they ask them, how much do you think you can be paid? How much do you think you can pay? Man, you're not confident. You don't know what you have. And that's why many people end up in a place where they're supposed to pay them 500,000 and they're earning 100,000. Because when you start asking people, what do you have? They already know that you don't know what you want. And then they'll offer you the minimum.
And you start blaming your village people.
Voila. So you need to package yourself and you need to prepare for the interview. And I'm going to number 5. Number 5 is that you have to be proactive and consistent.
That's profound. Proactive and consistent.
Yes. Some people think it's just enough to wait and see a job offer somewhere and send a CV and sit and wait for an answer and all the like. Do you know? Let me give you a tip. Don't tell the employers that I told you.
Okay.
Every time you go for an interview, after the interview, send a mail to the employer and thank them for the opportunity. Use that mail again in a few words to sell yourself out to them. That's being proactive.
Wow.
They see intentionality in you. They see you like somebody who knows what he or she wants.
A pushful person.
Yes. And it keeps you in their brain. It's kind of psychological. It keeps you in their brain. So after an interview, take out time to thank the people who called you in the first place. Then tell them how willing and anxious you are to work with them. And maybe give 1 or 2 statements about you again and the reason why you think you should be selected. Very, 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 very important. So you have to be proactive. You have to be intent. Now, another advice I'm going to give you. This job seeking thing is not by chance. Give yourself a particular time in the day if you're a job seeker. Take 30 minutes out every day, 1 hour every day, and dedicate it just for looking for jobs and applying.
Okay.
You need to create out time for it. Create out time to look for jobs, to drop applications, track your applications and follow up on them. Because most people have dropped so many applications that if you even ask, they cannot give you a record of how many applications they have dropped or where they have dropped them. Sometimes you receive a call, maybe finally bam, it has caught someone, they are calling you. I'm calling you from social organization, and you have to start thinking, now which organization this before you answer. Why? Because you're not tracking them. You just deposited somewhere and you forgot about it. No, you need to track. When you send an application, even after 6 months or 3 months, even they have not responded, send another one. Don't get tired. They have what you need. You need what they have.
Yeah, be persistent.
Chook skin. That's the word.
Skin.
Chook the skin.
Yes.
So you have to be proactive, and you have to be reactive at the same time, which means that you must keep looking consistently.
Yes.
Keep looking every day. Even you who already has a job, there is a better job somewhere for you. I tell people that except that you are very comfortable with your job based on your career objectives, you should keep looking. There is something better for you somewhere. Most of the times, even when you stay too long in a place, your value begins to decrease. So you need to keep looking, and you lose experience. There are different experiences you get from different sectors that make you better.
That's true.
So keep looking. So I've come to the end of my 5 points today, and I know that you are very good students. And if I ask you those 5 points, you're just going to give me like
Just
bonbon,
like
right?
that.
So let's start 1,
2.
You're already at 2. So I think we started by saying that you must build your skills. The next thing we said is that you must build your portfolio.
Your portfolio.
And the next thing we said was,
You can write on.
okay, I'm the one to write on now. You see, I have very brilliant students here, but I'm not going to give you all that. The comment section is open, and I hope that you are following me up, and it's going to help you. So I've come to the end of our 5s for today, and I hope that it's helping you wherever you are right now.
Yes, and thank you very much, Mrs. Schneider Williams. Of course, it's helping you. The comment section is open. Kindly tell her it's helping you. And of course, let us all together thank our teacher for the secrets revealed, secrets that you have never known of. Come on. Oh yeah, the comment section is open. Give her flowers. Yes. Mrs. Schneider Williams, thank you for today's session.
Welcome.
Such a brief and very, very profound and educative one.
Thank you, Sibel.
So you're not going, right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
We have our topic of discussion. So I asked the question earlier that do you think different parenting styles are responsible for societal problems? And a lot of you are already sending in your messages that I can see. Just keep sending them, and we will take them on the show. So let me take the first one, Mrs. Schneider Williams, before you give your take on this particular one. So do different parenting lives or parenting styles contribute to the problems we have in our societies today? This message says, hello everyone, I am Jessica watching from Bali Park. I think we need to consider how systemic issues impact parenting. Many parents want to be authoritative but lack the resources or time due to economic pressures. This leads to stress and can result in inconsistent parenting styles. So instead of focusing solely on the styles themselves, we should advocate for policies that support parents, ensuring they have the means to provide stable and nurturing environments for their children. Okay, thank you very much, Jessica. Mrs. Schneider, one more. This one says, good morning, guys. I am Gerald, watching from Tambang. Okay, as a child psychologist, I've seen firsthand how different parenting styles affect children's mental health. Authoritarian parenting, which relies heavily on control and punishment, can lead to anxiety and rebellion in children. This can contribute to societal problems like violence or substance abuse. We need to educate parents about the long-term effects of their styles and encourage more nurturing approaches. All right, thank you very much, Gerard. And to all of you who are still sending in messages, we have them already. We'll take them as we ride on. Mrs. Schneider Williams.
Okay, so I'm going to retaliate with respect to the first comment.
Okay.
And I agree with her to a certain extent. And to a certain extent because I don't believe that there is any excuse enough for a parent to neglect the child.
Okay.
Like she said, due to economic pressure, they don't need it. I think that it's no excuse enough, because that economic pressure that you're neglecting the child and going to handle may instead bring you more economic pressure in the future if the child goes wayward.
Okay.
So there is, to me, and as a parent, there is no reason enough
Okay.
for a parent not to create time for the child.
For the child.
Yes, there is no reason enough. We all are busy, the life is busy, but parenting is intentional. I always talk a lot about intentionality. And if you, the parent, are intentional, you will create time for it. Sometimes in your business place, even leave. If you know your children are in the house,
Yeah.
take an hour break. Go to the house, check on what they are doing. Spend some time with them, come back. In the evening when you come back from work, I know you're tired. Spend another hour with the children. I'm always very uncomfortable when for example, I go home when my kids are already sleeping. It's a problem to me, because I believe that the evenings are that time when I get to ask them how their day was.
Yeah.
I get to play with them. I get to teach them one thing or the other before they go to bed. To me, it's a very precious time. So that's why no matter how busy I am at work, I always make sure that I get home in time to have that time with them, because I don't want to fail in my parenting. You're trying to meet up with economic needs, of course, but you should not fail as a parent as well. The children too are part of your responsibility. Their upbringing is part of your responsibility.
Yeah.
Now, back to the question. Three things.
Yes.
The parents, the family, let me call it
family.
so. The family unit, the religious unit,
Yes.
and the government. These three units are what shapes a
responsible.
society.
Okay.
And when one of those units is shaking, the whole society is shaking. So I'm 100% believer that the parenting style affects society. When the family unit is affected, the entire system or the entire society is affected.
Yeah.
Why? Because the people in the government emanate from the family.
True.
The people in the religious society emanate from the family. So finally, it's from the family that all those other units are birthed. So I am 100% believer that if there is a problem at the level of parenting, the whole society has an issue. But now I feel like sometimes where the problem arises to is the fact that some parents don't want to understand that there are different methods of parenting. There is every parent has their perspective of how they want their child to be, how they want to train their child, what they want their child to represent in the future. And sometimes it doesn't always match out. Two people don't always think the same. And so you discover parents who get at loggerheads because of that, and then it causes instability in the whole community at the end. So, but I think that generally I support the motion that if there is a problem, that the parenting style actually affects the entire society. I actually agree with that.
Yes, because that's where the problem stems from.
Yes.
You raise up your child in this particular way, they go out there, they meet another child from another parenting style, and so we meet together, values start conflicting, interests start conflicting. So I want to believe that that's where the problem is. Now, somebody sent a message and they mentioned policies. Now, is it something that, you know, maybe the government can set in place policies for every parent, that, you know, we have this particular policy principle in bringing up our child, and that principles that we've set in place are evaluated in every home or family? Is that something that is realistic?
I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I mean, there are already policies in place, and some policies can be added, of course, but you can detect to somebody how that person should train their child. There are particular things that the government can put up, but most of the times they are going to follow it from outside, but not from inside. For example, there are policies against sexual exploitation and abuse. There are policies against child exploitation. There are policies against child labor, and those things apply right into the house. Those are government policies that have been put in place. And there are a lot of civil society organizations out there that are still advocating for a lot of those policies. But policies can cover just the ethical part of the society.
All right.
But at the level of morals, and trust me, even those policies, there are some people that don't agree with the policies and they will not
Right.
follow them.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. So I think that the government could have a role, but to a certain extent, it still comes back to us, the family, to be
Yeah.
able to better parent our children. And I think that parents should meet more often.
Should.
Yes, they should meet more often to actually discuss their children.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just coming to my mind. I'm thinking of a community where, because if you go to most know your neighbor meetings, for example, I know that in Bamenda it's a normal thing,
Yeah.
nearly every quarter. But what they go and focus there are not things that can help the children.
Okay.
Let's be honest, except that there are others who do. But most of them I know, they go there, they focus on playing jangi,
Yeah.
they quarrel among themselves, they drink, they
Contributing
eat,
for this
they contribute for this,
area.
contribute for that.
Yeah.
But what if they could have slots in those meetings where they actually sit and say, okay, this is a time for us to discuss our children.
Yeah.
They come out with resolutions, because I think that the problem is it could be better solved from the grassroots
Yes.
than from the government.
I mean,
We decided, okay, this is what we are going to do. For example, in those days, I had a session on Tamulum 2 with my organization on Monday with the community leaders. And then when we're discussing about some values which the older generation had, which the younger generation has lost, these are some of the things they mentioned. They mentioned that in their days, all children were considered as one. So this parent does not look at this child like my child, this other child like not my child. It was in a way that,
raise a child.
yes, it was in a way that any parent can just call any child, come and eat. The child comes and eats. This child just goes to this house, mama, they're hungry, the mother gives food. This one calls the child, come and go and fetch water, the child goes. You see this child doing something wrong, you beat the child. But today,
never
touch another person's child, we understand that it's getting very bad. But it worked in those days. And let's be honest, our parents had better upbringing than us, because they knew that if I'm doing something wrong here and any parent sees me, I'm in trouble.
That's it.
But today, children know that no other parent can touch me apart from my child. So they can do what they want to do. I'm not advocating for corporal punishment, but I'm saying that if parents could come together and agree on certain things, that this child knows that if I go to this house, this is how this parent will behave. I go to this house, I go to this house, I go to this house, all parents will behave the same. It puts the children in a kind of alignment, and it puts the society in some form of security.
Yeah.
If parents could come together to and say, this issue of unemployment that our children are facing, let's think of a solution together. Let's see. This our child is here, she doesn't have a job, she is an accountant. This one doesn't have a job, studied business. This one doesn't have a job, does this. They look for a way to come up with common initiatives.
True.
That can assist all the parents, because from all the sessions I've had with parents so far, their biggest problem is always unemployment. They believe that it's unemployment that builds up to many of the other social ills. But if parents come together, I believe that the parents can solve the problem better than the government that they are waiting for, better than the NGOs they are waiting for to bring developments and all the like. So this is a wake-up call for me. It's a wake-up call to parents that we need to sit up. We need to sit together, talk, come up with things that could help our children get better. I heard some parents in that last session saying that we'll not forget our own work before we'll keep picking them work. So those are statements that when you start making already, you're already limiting the help you can give the children.
That's true.
So all the parents out there, join me. Let's see how we can come together and look for workable solutions for our children in the community. And if we begin to structure parenting in that way, I believe that the effect that the parenting now will have on the community is definitely going to be more of positive than negative.
Yeah, and it's very possible.
Very, very. It's easy. It's easy. If parents could put their differences aside, it's a very easy thing to handle.
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Schneider Williams. We have exploited a lot already. And our time is up. We could go on and on.
I know.
Time is... Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you are loving the show already, and you are loving the session with Mrs. Schneider Williams. Now, to all of you who are still sending me messages, we will take them on the show. Now, When we have Prince MC Protocol, we'll have your messages as well. So it is only when you hear me say until next time, choose Abakwa Television, that's when you're permitted to blink your eye. Mrs. Schneider Williams is still here, and it's time for us to tease
She
her
must
brain.
do that to me. We already
Yeah,
know.
of course, I need to do that.
We already
Yes,
know
so
it.
I'm teasing her brain and yours as well. The comment section is always open for you to participate on this particular one, right? So let's get on with it. The first riddle I have for you, Mrs. Schneider Williams, and you guys says 7 brothers were born 2 years apart. The youngest brother is 7. How old is the oldest brother? I plan not to give this one to you because you said you're good at maths, and this should be, something, just an egg to break just like that. Yes. So 7 brothers were born 2 years apart. The youngest brother is 7. How old is the oldest brother?
21.
21. Now, you might be correct until you have explained how you got 21.
No, you just said they were born 2 years apart. So from the youngest person who is 7, I added 2 up to the eldest person, and it gave me 21.
Okay, the eldest person is 7, and then you added.
No, you said the youngest person is 7.
The youngest person is 7.
Yes, and that means that he has 6 people after him. He has 6 people before him, and then each of them has a spacing of 2 years.
Of 2.
So if you take 2 times 6, it gives you 12. You add 7 to it gives you 21, and that's the person's age. No, that's 19. Okay, plus his own. So it's 2 times 7, sorry.
Yeah.
2 times 7 is 14. Then you add 7 to it gives you 21. So that's the eldest person's age.
Is she getting it right? Are you getting it right?
Yes, I'm getting it right.
Please, the comment section is open for you to confirm if she's getting it right. Now, 1, 2, 3, have 5 seconds to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I got it right.
You did not. So this time around, I'm not letting you go without, giving you the right answer.
Okay.
You're close to it. Maybe it's the addition that you've not summed up correctly, because you said you're going to add 2 years to the remaining 6 people, right? So that should give us like 2 for 6 people. That should be 12. 12 plus how many?
The youngest is 7.
7.
So it's supposed to be plus 7 people because the person in question is the 7th.
Yes.
And there are 6 people before the person, but you cannot exclude the number 7 because that person is 7 years old.
Yes. Okay, so what if we do it this way? Let's say this person is 7. We want to go back to the remaining 6. So from
the next person is 9.
The
next person is 11.
Yes.
The next person is 13.
Yes.
The next person is 15.
Yes.
The next person is
17. And the next person
is 19.
It's as simple as that, Abby.
I almost got it correct. It's okay.
Yes, but you did it so well. And
I calculated the first. I actually gave 19, and then I added that 2 again. Yes. I did 2 times 7 instead of 2 times 6.
Yeah.
I still got it correct.
You
right?
got it, but just that you never added it so well. Yeah, so it's been a wonderful time with you. And guys, I know how much you always love having her, but now she needs to leave. Your last words. Just like that. That's disrespectful. I won't let you go like that.
See, they're smiling as I'm doing that. They're smiling. I'm seeing you guys. You guys are full of joy, right?
You too like play.
Yeah. I love you guys as always. Stay tuned. Yep. Keep your eyes glued to Abakwa TV. We are there for you.
Of course. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Sibel.
Beautiful viewers of the show Arise and Shine, we are not done yet. We will take on a musical interlude, and when we come back, you will receive your Prince MC Protocol Odogu #1 out of 3 on What's Trending. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere yet.
banjitra wonga ya bahu wo ningong menange wonga ya bahu wo basumpiye wonga ya bahu wo ningong menange ngangango nga ya bahu basumpiye wo ningong menange wo basumpiye wo ningong menange wo basumpiye sekele 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 wonka manjibu wo biganjimu wonka manjibu wo biganjimu kentang mamun kuyu ajini ko banjitra wonga ya bahu wo ningong menange wonga ya bahu wo basum kuyu wonga ya bahu wo ningong menange ngangango nga ya bahu basum kuyu wo ningong menange wo basum kuyu wo ningong menange wo basum kuyu sekele 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 sekele. Je suis innocent, vous m'accusez d'être méchant, pourquoi problème en haut, problème en bas, pourquoi tant de jalousie, nous sommes vraiment fatigués. Sekele sekele Antanga balo mambuken kweti Arumbi fachu pateti Baningon kemandu sekere kweti sume alanje kajeri Pasenti bonume machinda Mando numangur gematumba Pon kuvini yuni yenje bokongula di burgumanja bonyimu Bokubu mengu The war we living is so brutal Love should be the fundamental Lyrically call me dogger ningong menange basum kuyu ningong menange basum kuyu sekele sekele sekele
I am very, very disappointed. My wife and I left the United States of America to come and take over this young man so he can have a better life tomorrow. But you can imagine what jealousy can do. Look at what this young man has done to destroy this whole family. I think that we have an opportunity to stop jealousy. This is our message. Stop jealousy.
Welcome back, beautiful viewers. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful piece of music, right? Now, that was to specially welcome your Odogo #1 out of 3 in the world. None other than Prince MC Protocol. To master this
Definitely.
one.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
morning, Prince.
Good morning, Sibella. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I guess I'm fine.
You
Yeah.
guess you're fine.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm guessing because physically,
Yeah, somehow.
yes.
Okay.
But Akuna Matata.
You look like a little boy today.
A little boy.
Yeah, I don't mean to
Oh.
be insulted.
No, I like it.
but
I
you,
mean,
you dress like just one young guy who just got his advanced level and is stepping into the university.
yeah, again, freshman.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I think I
yeah.
like it. It takes me back in the days. I think what my best days were, some of my best years were, the 4 years I spent in Bambili.
Okay.
Those were some of my best years and still want some of my bad years. But
All right.
I think that everything I am today is based on those 4 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So before you tell us what's trending there, before you greet your people, there is this political saga in our country right now. Yes. Are you safe to pick one candidate?
Am I safe to pick
Yes.
one candidate
Yes.
now?
Who are you going to pick if you were to vote?
It's just like I say football, right?
Okay.
Now, I'm a PSG fan.
Yes.
We all know. Oh, yes,
Of
we all
course.
know. But in the final of PSG versus Chelsea, I watched the first 10 minutes of the game and I decided to bet against PSG.
Yeah.
Right? Because I saw how the game was going and I saw that Chelsea was going to win. Right? So while the match was going, I was really rooting for PSG, but my money
But you know
was...
that.
You know, like the African Cup, there's a Cameroon in our hearts, but
Yeah.
maybe Brazil in our pockets. That's just it. So for the political game in Cameroon now, SDF in my heart, but Maurice Kamto of Manidem in my vote. Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
you are a political man,
Yeah.
trust me.
Definitely.
All right, so Prince, you're here to Kongosa. Your people are waiting. Over to you.
Okay, let's start this morning and let's talk about social media and the influence some of our bloggers have on social media.
All right.
Now, do you think that a blogger has the right to take law into his hands just because he has influence?
Oh,
Yes.
I don't think so.
There is this blogger online that calls himself Fortune.
Okay.
Yes. In recent times, he's termed himself the nightmare of debtors.
Okay.
Yes. So if you have a debt, you get to him, tell him about your debt and who is owing you. He reaches out to the person by introducing himself and saying that my name is Fortune. I am a blogger with over 280,000 Cameroon followers and beyond.
Yeah.
I'm texting you regards to so and so. Failure to reply means that you are admitting guilt.
Yeah,
and
you're guilty.
yes, and things will be done against you. And now we have look at this. You see, the person on the left is another blogger that is strongly going against
What he's
this man's
doing.
approach. Not even what he's doing, but his approach.
Okay.
Right? Imagine he sends you a message now, and if you do not reply him almost immediately, the next day you're seeing yourself online. They're dragging you online.
Yeah.
When probably your own side of the story is still maybe in the wind. Now that is not even my problem. Now the problem that, let me not even say mine, but let me say mine because I'm one of those people that really don't like what he's doing.
Okay.
Right? Because now he's online trending. Why? He's the one that got the guest house saga. He's the one that made it to be everywhere online, and Tila was dragged online for selling her private parts for 500K and all that. Now, I think that it is very normal that in Cameroon, if I have a problem with you, right? This our local police station here, that people that are held behind cells for just 30,000 francs problem. Yes, you owe man just 30,000 francs, go complain more, pay that 30,000 and still pay yourself. Okay. That is another way of getting your debts. If that doesn't work, now I think that Foco, what he's doing is very nice, but I think that's setting a limit. The other day, he himself came online and said that the fact that he's doing it doesn't mean that you come and write 4 paragraph meeting and explain why somebody is owing you 2.5 for years. So you drag somebody online and destroy someone's reputation because of 2,500 francs. I was very angry when Foku dragged an upcoming artist because of 16,000 francs.
Is it Foku or
Fortune?
Okay,
I think I used to usually call it Foku, but it's Fortune.
Okay.
Yes. Because of 16,000 francs, that has been years. Right? Now, there are cases, I think that the best way to go around it, set a limit. If you are debt no reach 50,000 for no come free, I mean,
yeah,
if you let's say even 30,000, 16,000 francs, they drag that guy online. It was a case of 2,500 francs. You're dragging somebody online and ruining somebody's reputation because of 2,500 francs. And the bloggers are going against him because the manner of Apple, everybody has self-pride, right?
Yes,
the fact that you're a blogger, you do not just come to my inbox and tell me that if I do not reply you immediately, you're going to consider as a sign. As who?
How?
Everybody will want to ask as who. Yes, that's why I said most of those people will say you hear from my lawyer. First, whenever you never know that lawyer they say, never say you hear from my lawyer. Just everybody has that self-pride. You understand? Yeah. So I think that what he's doing is good, but what many bloggers are going against him, maybe his approach. Yes, because one, I mean, like personally, if you open my WhatsApp chats now, you see about 1,600 unread chats. Yes, but I reply, I'm online 247, reply messages 247. By the end of the day, you see 1,600 unread chat, which means it's almost impossible to even reply all your messages, and you're given an ultimatum. And the next day, you're trending online for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Well, we are just here to pass the information. What he's doing is actually correct, but I think that if he revises his strategy, I think that he's going to create more impact. Sure. Yes, because people have actually exploited that platform now. Since he's actually even doing it for free, which means that you, the complainant, don't even have to pay for whatever he's doing. It makes now people the other day somebody paid a debt of was it 60,000? That has been 7 years. 7 years debt, my brother. Then we probably the pay don't even forget. You have to start. Hello.
Yes.
Well, we thank the head of state.
We do.
For making social media available to everybody. We really thank the head of state.
Okay.
Now, still talking about social media, we have this young comedian, Simplex Tutti.
Okay.
Yes, guys.
Okay.
Yes, that left Bamenda some time ago for greener pastures in Douala. Was signed under the creative Simba of Akumba Music.
Okay.
Yes. And in recent times, Simplex has been the most talked about content creator in the Francophone region. Okay. Yes, this is relating to our last segment where we spoke about Phil Bill, who decided to switch into French music because he wanted to capture the market.
The majority.
Yes. If you look at BK Baptiste, Simplex Tutti, they are all now into French comedies and all that. And if you see in recent time, in just about 2 weeks, her social TikTok handle has left from 100k followers to close to 500k followers. Yes, and with the engagement that are really above the roof engagement, just because they are now doing content in French. Yes, so at the end of the day, it's business, right? You do what works for you and you do what pays you. Yes, so we Anglophone, but it goes. We saw this young rapper, Young Holiday, who just released an EP selling it for 25,000. He's an Anglophone, but if you go to his comment section, that Anglophone that he can't damn me. Oh, your song no fine. Oh, 25,000 over expensive. Oh, he himself said it. That the comment he receives from Anglophone is really affecting to compare to what he gets from Francophones. Which means at the end of the day, we Anglophones are the one pushing our artists now to embed the French culture. Why? Because if they remain just with us, my brother and the Lord will ride Okada Hobamenda where they be stars them. Yes. In Cameroon, being famous is not equated to being rich. Yes, you can be very broke but very famous.
Okay.
Yeah. You can be very broke but very, very famous. Okay. Look at Tila. No, not Tila that they drag even guests out, we're going to get money to pay house rent. So man, they no Tila. Very, very famous. But for pay house rent, the party. Shock day. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, remember Gomez Oba, who was online dragging Mr. Leo, dragging Fish for and calling him homosexual and all that. He has used that fame or the spotlight that he got and has released a new music, which has been trending. I think the title of that his music is Gomez Oba. The title of his music is Above All Odds. Yes, that is the title of his music. Okay. Let's just watch a teaser of that music video before we continue.
All right.
Okay, you know, before the whole Gomez Oba vibes, the Gomez Oba things on stuffs on social media,
Yeah.
a lot of people did not know about Gomez Oba. Personally, I didn't even know him. Yes, I didn't know the kind of music he's into. I didn't know if he was into rap, into, you know, Afro, gospel, or what. And because of that spotlight, we just knew that there's an artist like Gomez Oba. And now, because of this song, I now know that this guy is an Afro artist.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is Gomez Oba. And let's move still on artists. We have Phil B, who has a concert in Germany on the 16th of August. Remember, Phil B is an artist we spoke about that decided to, you know, he developed his own genre of music.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the Afro Bikotsa. Yes, Bikotsa. You know, I didn't say Bikosi, or I didn't say Makosa. I said Bikotsa, which means it's Bikosi and Makosa joined together, and he's at the top of that genre in Cameroon and the world. He switched to French music. He switched to singing music in French. He has gained the market in Cameroon. He said he's also gained the market in France because of, you know, because France, of course, is a French-speaking country.
Yes.
And now he has a mega concert in Germany on the 16th of August because of the newly found fame. Now, I know we know about... have you ever heard of the name Satoshi Nakamoto?
No.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
I'm not.
Yes. Many people want to, you know, say Satoshi Nakamoto is an AI from the future.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
It's an AI from the future. Why? Because hello.
Hello, that is stressful.
Satoshi Nakamoto is the founder of Bitcoin.
Okay.
Yes, he's literally the father of cryptocurrency.
Wow.
Yes, and he's also the founder of, you know, called DAO coin. Yes, and his identity is unknown. Yes, he's now the 12th richest man in the entire world, and his identity is unknown. It has never been known. Nobody knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is, but he's the founder of Bitcoin. Yes, and you know how long Bitcoin has been in existence. It's been ages. And nobody knows the face behind that mask you just saw there. That is why a lot of speculations are coming that this guy is an AI from the future, because, you know, the Bitcoin technology and the you know, the blockchain technology is something that is really advanced. Yes, it's really advanced. And considering when it started, technology was not really at that stage then. And it started at that stage, at that level, which means that surely you think that best way don't see future.
That's
Yeah. If some of us were seeing future, by then that Bitcoin was just maybe 100,000 francs or 1 BTC. Hey, my brother in the Lord. I just saw something that R. Kelly sold an album, I think in 2014 or 2016 or so, for 700 BTC. People were, by then BTC was $62, right? So people were buying that the album for 1 BTC, it was $62. So he accumulated 700 BTC. You understand? At that point, BTC had little value. Now imagine the worth of that 700 BTC now. So you will be moved 1 BTC buy that album even at $62. Now so you want to what I should say now $120,000. BTC just cost $120K this morning. Wow. I just received that alert now. $120,000. Convert that $120,000 to France is it should be millions, hundreds of millions. Imagine that you move, let's say you move, say 300 million. Yeah, that should be around 300 million. Buy one album. It's really a mystery. Yes. So Satoshi Nakamoto has gone forward to be the 12th richest man in the world, and still nobody knows who he is. Okay, let's talk about this new trend, iPhone 17. My brother, my sister. I don't know if I should say my brother or my sister. This is iPhone 12 Pro Max. Yes. I don't the plan say, oh, while I go upgrade, even go with 13 Pro Max. If I never finish top 17 on the call, man will ever catch up with that trend so far. Yes. The funniest part is mostly just the size, that the camera size, the phone size that is increasing. Literally, there's even no difference.
Right.
Yes. Yes. iPhone 17 is launching, I think next month. The launching price is about $1,300. $1,300 should be roughly, I think 800 to 900,000 francs. That's there. But go and reach Cameroon here, go the price at like 2 million.
For a phone.
Yes.
Wow.
Go and reach Cameroon, go like 2 million. Yes. So iPhone 17 Pro Max is about to launch. So you that are still using maybe XR or 7 Plus. My sister in the Lord,
we'll get there.
You need to catch up.
You cannot talk to us like that.
You know, iPhone 6 Plus and 7 Plus, they are now absolute. You need to work again.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you get that version, you just wake up one day, the next day, your phone, they just say, please update. Your phone is out of use. Then I get you, one opens your app, they say, please update to latest version.
Yes.
That's what iPhone is doing now to those lower. But if they don't update, like people, hello, Yes. So with this is just to tell you that if you are planning to buy iPhone 16, just maybe reserve your money next month, buy your iPhone 17, because you buy iPhone 16 and next month, though, then you're looking at like second class citizen.
Yeah.
So you just enjoy that first class citizen for just a month or two. At the end of the day, you just lose that position after spending the hundreds of thousands. Better just tie hard, buy as your small coins and they buy a 17 Pro Max. Okay, let's talk about. Have you noticed that it's easier for us to talk about international politics than national politics?
Of course. Move away from that. Just Nigeria.
Yes.
They are so loud on talking
Politics.
calling out their presidents,
Kosham
governors,
anyhow.
ministers. Come on, delegates. You told me here.
But here, my brother in the Lord, even as I'm
try.
talking here,
We are.
yes,
And to think that it's a democratic
freedom of
country,
speech.
freedom of speech. You're free until you're free until you're free. No, you're free to talk until you have spoken.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Okay, just look at the other day where Joseph Osi was an obsession to submit his candidature for the
Yeah.
elections. You see a lot of security, the DO was threatening people and all
Yeah.
that. But we are not talking about, like I said, my statement was we are able to talk about international politics, but we cannot talk about
Yes.
local politics, right? So let's talk also our international politics, because
Oh,
Ibrahim
my
Traore will
bro.
come off for Burkina
My
Faso. Can't prosecute me for Cameroon.
You will not.
Yes. So Ibrahim Traore and his military government have dissolved their independent electoral body. Yes.
Okay.
So it's all just like the Elecam of Burkina Faso has been dissolved.
Wow.
Yes. And man say no. Say that body, that independent body, fought over Dede.
Okay.
Two, it costs over 1 billion francs for maintain them for a year. Yes. So we don't decide now to take that power now give them for Ministry of Interior Affairs. Yes. So election in Burkina Faso now is going to be coordinated by the Ministry of Interior Affairs.
Okay.
Yes. So it's no longer going to be coordinated by their independent electoral body.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is it. And Ibrahim Traore, we know that he also postponed an election that was meant to hand over power to civilian rule. You know that he's not a civilian. Yes, he's not a civilian, he's a military man. Which means that he's kind of holding on to power too, if you want to look at it critically. But at the end of the day, it's good. Yes, it's good. Why? Because let's look at the dictators that really helped Africa. This guy that was prosecuted and killed, is it Gaddafi?
I see.
Yes, Gaddafi. Yes, that was one of the dictators that of Libya. Right? Yes. He was a dictator, that is very true. But he was a dictator that, concentrated power and made his citizens really happy. In his term, people will say he was a dictator. There was free electricity, free schooling, free healthcare and everything. The US took him down and killed him. Now go to Libya. Libya is one of the poorest countries in the world now. Yes, after Gaddafi. So that is it. So if you want to be a dictator, be a good dictator. Look at the man of Rwanda, Paul Kagame.
Yeah.
He's somebody that is holding on to power too, but Rwanda is doing very well. One of the most emerging countries in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes. So would they deny saying, but that power too of too sweet for liver?
Too sweet.
But whole she don't day at least they do something. Don't say where election don't come, that promise that the best is yet to come. that is nothing that somebody talk. That the best is yet to come. After how many hello?
There is hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now remember our last session we gave an update on the Ballon d'Or rating, but before then let's even talk about the fact that United has stepped up her bid for Mbeumo. That's Bryan Mbeumo, the Cameroonian striker, to 70 million euros.
Wow.
Yes, remember this guy has been insisting that if he has to leave Brentford, he must go to United. And United has finally given Brentford the money they are demanding for 70 million euros. So Mbeumo is certain to join his teammate Onana at United. Now let's talk about the Ballon d'Or rating. This Ballon d'Or rating, a lot of people think that blacks are really they over-cheat blacks them.
On the rating.
Yes. Why? Because it's clear that the last Ballon d'Or was supposed to go to Vinicius Junior, but they gave it to Rodri.
Okay.
Right? Now, look at this latest Ballon d'Or rating. Tell me if some Wayono did it. That the first that na Lamine Yamal, the second na Vitinha, the third na Cole Palmer, before get Dembele for number 4. Dembele, the last time I said Dembele was the first, after even getting to the Club World Cup final and losing, he was the first.
Yes.
Now, Lamine Yamal, who did not even play the Club World Cup, is now the first. Vitinha of PSG, don't overtake Dembele probably because he's white. We listen, we don't judge. Yeah. Look at Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer performed very well at the finals. As a matter of fact, he's the only reason why Chelsea won the finals, right? But Cole Palmer had the worst season ever. Even Mo Salah had the best season than Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer of Chelsea did not win anything. They don't win Champions League. They don't win domestic league. They don't win all team. But he comes out with number 3 just because he win Club World Cup. I mean, Dembele win our Baba of all time. He don't take almost all team the year for League One, Super French Cup, Champions League, and everything. So they go finals for Club World Cup. But now, latest ranking shows Dembele is number 4, which means that at the end of the day, they'll surely give Ballon d'Or for Yamal. Yes, I know that you're a Barcelona fan, but look at this thing now from a critical point of view. Not just look at because you're a Barcelona fan. Yes, they really had a better season than Lamine Yamal. Still about football criticism, we are not really going to emphasize on this, but look at JJ Okocha. JJ Okocha is a Nigerian legend, right? JJ Okocha is a Nigerian legend that recently gave his nominees for the first 5 best players in Africa of all time, and Samuel Eto'o was not in that list. Yes, JJ Okocha put himself in number 4. He put first this Josh Weah. Yes, Josh Weah is definitely the first. Yes, he don't win Ballon d'Or. Where Elon Musk won by that Ballon d'Or for $1 billion. It's denied $1 billion.
Wow,
that trophy won by $1 billion. Because that's the only Ballon d'Or won by an African. Yes, Josh Weah is the first, but the fact that Eto'o is not among the first 5 is really something that has gotten a major really buzzing, because even the JJ Okocha is nowhere near Eto'o, but his list is number 4. Yes, JJ Okocha has never won any African Ballon d'Or, has never won any Champions League, but Eto'o has won, I think, 6 Champions League, 2 times African Ballon d'Or. His records are just too much. Well, we listen, we don't judge. Let's take our corrections for today and round up this slot for Kongosa on the program Arise and Shine.
All right.
Okay, we have the hammer candle. Yes, that is a hammer candle that indicates a trend reversal, especially when you're, walking around support and resistance zone. Look at this, screenshot it, monitor it. If you have any questions, drop on the comment section and we're going to answer. Thank you.
All right. Thank you to Prince MC Protocol, the man of the time, the man of everything that's trending. You do it so well. Thank you. All right, guys, I hope that you now know all that's trending and you have been entertained on this edition of Kongosa with, is it Kongosa? of Kongosa with Prince MC Protocol. Now it's time for us to have your messages on that topic of discussion and also have the take of Prince MC Protocol. So the topic of discussion we've been having says, do different parenting styles contribute to societal problems? A lot of you have been sending in your contributions. Mrs. Nada Williams have made comments on most of them and she gave her own take. Now this other message came in saying, good morning, Abakwa TV. I am Mr. Terence streaming from my house. Okay. Hello, Mr. Terence from your house. As an educator, I've seen how absent parents negatively impact children. Kids without present parental figures often struggle with emotional issues, low self-esteem, and poor academic performances. This absence makes them vulnerable to negative influences, which can lead to serious societal problems like crime and poverty. To address this, we need community programs that support families and provide mentorship, helping fill the gaps for children lacking parental involvement. Just like what Mrs. Schneider Williams said about parents coming together, having a discussion on how they can better raise children. So, Mr. Terence, you are right on point. Terence happens to be somebody's name.
I'm telling you, Mr. Terence, and I looked at it, I was like, hello.
Terence happens to be your
Mr. Terence, saludo, you're my namesake, yes.
Yeah, okay. So you tell me if you agree with him soon. Okay, thank you, Mr. Terence. This other message says, good morning to you all in the studio. I am Hilda from Mile 90. Okay, good morning to you too, Hilda. As a parenting coach, I see many parents who equate love with a lack of discipline. fearing that setting boundaries might hurt their child's self-esteem. However, children need structure to feel secure. Without clear rules, they can struggle with self-control and respect, leading to behavioral issues. It's important to educate parents on the value of combining love with discipline. Consistent, loving guidance helps children understand expectations and fosters healthier relationships, ultimately strengthening the parent-child bond. All right, the parent and the child bond. Thank you very much, Mrs. Hilda from Mile 90. Your point has, yeah, it's well noted. Thank you very much. Prince, over to you.
Yeah. Okay, I think that a lot of people will approach this parenting style from, at the level of the home, but I like to look at another aspect of parenting. Yes, so let's take a look at, boarding schools and especially these same-sex schools.
Yeah,
yes, same-sex schools. Yes, so I think that,
they also contribute.
Yes, it also contributes because, in same-sex schools, your child spends 70 to 80% of his or her time in being parented, being, being nurtured by teachers and all that. While you have just 20 to 30%, and basically what you say may not really hold ground because what that child has been impacted with. Yes, I'm not speaking against same-sex school, but I personally don't like it. Yes, because we are in a generation where homosexuality is,
it's
very
loud.
common. And I think in the Western world, parents, encourage their children, right? If you have a boyfriend, please introduce that guy to me. Let me know that guy, right? You see, parents are very welcoming to an extent where even a 13-year-old girl will have a boyfriend. The guy will come visit the house, but they say, okay, sit in the parlor, just relax and all that. Maybe sit in the room, open the doors and all that. Just make that child understand and start, having some sex education.
Not in our country.
But nowadays, now, my sister and the Lord, if you try it, you're gone. Yes, that is a parenting style. And, doing that, children are hardwired to be stubborn, right? Yeah. Children are hardwired to be stubborn. They say statistics that shows that forbidden relationships are the sweetest, right? Relationship where your pa no one catch up, that one they ever sweet. You know, kind of love that go hide on that mango
so we are like two of us against the world.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, so if you're that kind of parents that have that style that where your curfew is 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock pass, you get beginning of entire shop go day. Yes, that kind of thing. That's a parenting style that will end up, really having a role to play in that child's life. Okay. Now, another one, sending that child now to a same-sex school, that child has no opportunity. There are things that child will learn from a male friend than a female friend. There are ladies, there are girls now have best friends as males. They feel free to confide in even their male friends and their lady friends because at the end of the day, a woman will always be a woman.
Yes, until when they get married though. Because when you get married, you forget about that male friend and
that's a parenting style.
No, it's not.
No, that's a wifely style to
It's a marital principle,
and it affects society. It affects the society because, hello, well, if you're a woman now, you start giving me laws like that. It's really a limitation. Yes, because I'm married to you doesn't mean I cannot keep female friends.
We're not saying
it's normal.
Have friends. Not making that female friend your best friend. Your wife should be your best friend. Am I right? Do you agree with me?
One can have more than one best friend,
Hey, Prince, it's okay. Your point, though. Yeah. So that's what you think about parenting and the different styles.
Yes,
right?
I think that whatever style you use to parent your child really affects who that child becomes in future. Definitely.
Okay, so you agree that the fact that you raise your child differently and another parent raises their own children differently, that is responsible for maybe the problems that we are facing in society.
Yes, and I think that there's no best way to raise a child, right? Raising a child is, is adaptable. You adapt to the child, right? I think that imagine that you walk into this hall now and see your child maybe peer pressure, he's trying to smoke ganja, right?
Yeah.
The way you react to that situation will determine if that child will drop that act or smoke it tomorrow in hiding. Yes, I think those are based on the parenting style now, is going to now affect what that child becomes in future and
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Okay, so I'll ask you one last question before you take your leave. This message says, this topic is very profound. Good job, Arise and Shine. Thank you very much. I am Madam Joyce from P&T. I see many parents who provide financially for their children but fail to teach them respect for others. While these parents ensure their kids have material comforts, they often overlook the importance of instilling empathy and social responsibility. Without guidance on treating others with respect, children may develop a sense of entitlement, yeah, leading to relationship difficulties and social challenges. It's essential for parents to recognize that financial support is only part of parenting. Teaching respect and compassion is crucial for fostering a connected community. Right. Thank you very much, Madam Joyce from P&T. So this one talks about financially.
Yeah, yeah.
So different families have a particular way or different ways they carry on with finance, and how, in this family, a child is responsible to go to the market and get the stuff, whatever they like, for themselves. Another family, the finance is not even there. So what do you have to say about financial
And how it, yeah.
responsibility and how it affects our different
I think that
personalities?
it's, there's a saying that what am I even supposed to say? But I think that the way you train your child, especially when it comes to finances, really affects not only the society but that child's personal life in future. Yes, there are parents who believe that though they are rich, but before they give their child a particular luxury, they may provide basic needs, which is of course their right, but
Yeah.
some extra luxuries, right? They believe that they want to make their child work and earn it. Yes, and work for it. That is a good one, but there are some children that really believe that they have suffered enough in this life. They don't even want me some things to touch their pikin.
Yeah.
Their pikin even go for school, says teacher don't take their kid, make and so pap, that teacher can't shut down school. Yes. That no, this my child has suffered, this my child needs to be taken care of, and giving my child money and all of that. So I think that over petting your child, and especially when it concerns your finances, at the end of the day, makes that child to really grow up to be very disrespectful and have little or no regards for the value of money.
So as you take your leave, Prince MC Protocol, I have to teach your brain, however, your advice to parents, the fact that we know that, yes, we are from different backgrounds, different communities, we have different mindsets, different perspectives, different way we view life, different ways we view life. So how can we come together as parents to ensure that, if not all, children have the same values, positive principles, positive disciplines? Just one word to all parents.
I think that there's a saying that if everybody swept in front of their compound, the whole world would be a very clean place. Yes.
What?
Yes. So basing on that, I think that there are values that everybody knows that is morally upright. Yes. We do not have to point out some of those values, but I think that if every parent, is able to teach his or her child that if you meet an elder, you greet.
Come on,
yes. If if you have more than you need, and you see somebody in need, give that person, offer help. Yes, I think that if you teach your child and I teach my child and she teaches her child those same values, and those children grow up and with those core values, I think that the society is going to be a better place.
When we come together, there won't be any conflict, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much, Prince. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your participation on today's edition of the show. It's been a wonderful time with you guys, and I cannot thank you people enough. Well, coming to an end, let's tease our brains for the very last time. This time it goes to Prince MC Protocol and to you watching. The comment section is open. The number is on your screen. The reader we have this time says, okay, can we have it? It says, what uneven numbers are between 10 and 16? This is Pap. What uneven numbers are between 10 and 16? Prince, the second one says, Lisa is William's niece, but she isn't Emily's niece, even though Emily is William's sister and William isn't married. How is that possible? I'll take it again. Lisa is William's niece, but she isn't Emily's niece, even though Emily is William's sister and William isn't married. How is that possible? Two riddles for you to get all correctly. You're laughing. I don't understand. Why are you laughing?
Okay.
Um,
Okay, the
Well,
first
we
video,
yes.
what uneven number is between 10 and 16?
Yeah, as easy as that.
I think that, do we say odd numbers or uneven numbers? I think that we have even numbers and
Okay.
odd numbers.
Yeah.
So uneven numbers, I don't think is really the right word.
Okay.
But if
Give us the right word.
if that were to be an odd number, then
Mhm.
I would say, 11, 13, and 15.
Okay.
Since it's a video, there's always a catch.
Yeah.
The answer cannot be too obvious because
Yeah.
11, 13, and 15, those are really obvious answers, and I always
Yeah.
I always
That's
and,
why they used uneven, surely.
yeah, I'm sure that uneven should be the twist there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but talking about the second video, it
Mhm.
really needs some looking at it. They say Lisa is William's niece.
Okay, should I take it again for you?
Yeah.
Lisa is William's niece, but she isn't Emily's niece, even though Emily is William's sister and William isn't married. How is that possible?
I think that the only possibility there is maybe Emily and Williams. I think are step siblings.
Step
Yes.
siblings.
Yes, I think that Emily is William's step sister. Yes, out of wedlock.
Okay.
Yes. I
Okay,
think
so that's your response.
Mhm.
And you just left Lisa out of the picture like that because the main figure there is Lisa, right?
Yeah. So Lisa is William's niece, but
Mhm.
that same Lisa is not Emily's niece.
Yes.
But Lisa and Williams and
And
Emily
Emily.
are brothers and sisters,
They are sisters,
but not married.
but William is not married. Should I help?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's as easy as the way you were saying it. Lisa is William's niece, but she isn't Emily's niece, even though Emily is William's sister and William isn't married.
Okay. I think that
Mhm.
niece and nephew.
No,
It's about gender, right?
no, it isn't.
It's not about gender.
Yes, because they are making us to understand that Williams is the person that if you understand, you will get it right.
Okay.
William is the sister of Emily,
Emily.
and she
Mhm.
isn't married. And Lisa is not William's daughter.
Mhm.
So it didn't mention if William has a daughter or not. It only says William has a niece, and that's because Emily is William's sister. So who is Lisa now to Emily?
Okay.
Who is Lisa to Emily? The daughter, right? If you, of course, if your brother, your brother.
The
as a
question
child-
even said, "How is this possible?" They
Yeah.
did not ask the direct question like, "Who is?"
How is it possible? It's possible because Lisa can or is Emily's daughter. Because I have my sister, her daughter is my niece.
I get the point now.
Yes, you do now.
It's okay.
It's mad that you get it.
Mhm.
All right, so thank me.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
it's
It's okay. I don't
I
don't
was
trust
looking
what
for
wants
this
to come out of
word.
Okay.
Let's move ahead. Thank you.
All right, Prince, thank you very much for coming on today's edition of the show. It's been a
What's the
wonderful
answer to
time
the
with
first
you.
one?
You got it right?
Which is
Which are the numbers you gave?
I gave the numbers.
Yeah, you did.
Why was it so obvious?
Why was it so obvious? You got it correctly.
Okay.
Yes. Now let's come back to it. I want you to say bye to our people. The last word to them.
Okay, she said I should say bye, so bye. Keep watching the Rise and Shine though.
This guy. All right, so that's all.
Yeah, I think so.
These people are expecting to hear you say, I am their Tita Protocol 1 of Balinyonga, and you disrespect them like
No.
that.
The fact that they did not hear me at the beginning means they probably came late for the show.
Oh.
And I'm not going to reward you for late coming, right?
Wow.
So on to next show, you keep watching about it.
All right, this is your Prince Protocol for you, Abby. Well, Prince, have a nice day ahead.
Yeah, thank you. And same
Yes.
to you. Paribus.
Okay, beautiful viewers of Abakwa Television and of the show Arise and Shine. It is at this particular moment that we put a cap on this edition of the show. Remember, the show Arise and Shine comes to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also remember, it's that one and only show where we engage you viewers in real time discussions on current events, lifestyle topics, and societal ills. On today's edition, I'm hoping you've been motivated enough, you've gotten to know more about fashion and style, you've been educated in our learning lab, you now know all that's trending, and I want you at this particular moment to say thank you to our producer par excellence, David Jean Baudrec. Okay. He has so many names now. I have been your wonderful host, Menyam Sibyl. Until next time, follow Abakwa Television on Facebook, YouTube, join the channel on WhatsApp, and keep watching Abakwa Television. Have a nice day.
All right.